what's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Joey Chow with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's legislature on Monday officially passed into law new, stricter rules against driving under the influence. Under the new legislation, repeat offenders will have their surnames and photos made public. The maximum penalty has also been raised for drunk drivers caught at road checks, with offenders receiving a possible jail time of 3 years and a fine equivalent to nearly $11,000. If a drunk driver kills or seriously injures another person, the fine could be as high as $108,000. Hong Kong has reported its highest number of new COVID cases in a year and a half, as more residents are put under lockdown. The territory reported 140 new cases on Sunday, the most since July 2020. An Omicron cluster at the Kwai Chong public housing estate has now expanded to more than 170 cases, with the worst affected blocks placed under 5-day lockdowns. Authorities have also culled over 2,500 hamsters and other small animals after tracing one outbreak to a pet store worker. However, no evidence of animal-to-human transmission by pets has yet been confirmed. The latest wave of COVID-19 infections brought by the Omicron variant has prompted further vaccine and mask mandates in a number of Western countries. But 2 years into the pandemic, frustrated members of the public are increasingly pushing back on what they see as government overreach. Bing Wong has more.
Police in Belgium used tear gas and water cannons to disperse crowds protesting the latest COVID restrictions. The protests in the capital Brussels left buildings damaged. This came after the Belgian Prime Minister announced booster shots would be needed to maintain COVID passes to enter public spaces. Some Belgians feel the passes are just the tip of the iceberg for more government control.
To say the truth and not to mislead the people and take care of the vulnerable, but leave the other people, the healthy people, go to work, go to school, go to party, etc.
COVID-19 infections in Belgium are at their peak with around 40,000 infections reported each day. Across the English Channel, staff from the UK's National Health Service are protesting vaccine mandates for all health and care home workers. Protesters held signs reading "Protected NHS from the government" and "No jab, no job, blackmail and coercion by the Conservative government." Health workers are concerned thousands will lose their jobs.
They're watching family members face financial ruin because they're going to be chucked out of their jobs. So this is not a whether you're jabbed or not. It's a fundamental human right to allow someone to accept or decline a medical procedure.
And across the Atlantic in the United States, where COVID has hit hard with almost 70 million cases, thousands rallied in the capital, Washington, D.C. against President Biden's vaccine and mask policies.
I'm here to stand up for my right to be able to say that I do not want the vaccine. I care about my body. I care about the effects that this is having on people, and I don't wish to suffer those effects. I live in the United States of America. This is a free country. We should be free to say what we want and what we do not want, in our bodies especially.
The COVID pandemic is at its 2-year mark, and the number of daily infections is still high. The new measures may be unpopular, but governments believe this may be the best course of action. Asnaya Zhou and Bing Wong for TaiwanPlus.
Relief supplies from New Zealand have arrived in Tonga a week after volcanic eruption and tsunami devastated the Pacific island nation. The New Zealand naval ships Wellington and Aotearoa were docked in the Tongan capital, Nuku'alofa, on Sunday to unload much-needed supplies. The UN says more than 84% of the population, around 84,000 people, have been affected by the ashfall from the eruption and by the tsunami that wiped out whole villages. Gunfire rang out at several military bases in Burkina Faso on Sunday, but the government has denied the military has seized power. There were exchanges of gunfire at multiple army barracks, including 2 in the capital, Ouagadougou. Anger is mounting over the government's failure to prevent attacks by al-Qaeda and ISIL-linked militants. Some reports claim that President Roch Kabore have been detained, but the government denies this. Wulin Elementary is known for its championship-winning baseball team. But with some players aging out, new talent is needed. This has led the team to break out of the traditional gender norms to lead them back into victory. Bing Wong takes a close look at the team's secret weapons.
Wulin Elementary's coach Li Yifan gives his young players a few words of encouragement before the game. The team has high hopes of winning this year because of their secret weapons, 11-year-old twin sisters Kiwuya and Puni.
我是从4年级下学期私下，我是那个5年上的时候，因为妈妈的反对嘛，然后我就那个硬要进去啊，然后就去参加一天，我们偷偷参加1天而已。
The sisters are now team captains, but initially their parents didn't want them on the field.
我们那边家长的期望就是小时候打棒球当作是练身体，但是到了国中的时候还是希望他们是好好往读书的方向去走。
But the young twins were not deterred.
Baseball is usually coined as a sport for men. There's a clear distinction between baseball and softball. Baseball for men, softball for women. But Wulin Elementary here is challenging those norms by offering girls a chance to play in a very male-dominated sport.
Wulin Elementary has won regional tournaments, but the players involved in those games have aged out of the team. Now, Kiwuya and Puni hope to lead a new set of teammates onto glory.
几乎都是重新教，因为我们每年都是每一届的人数都不太一样，可能就是训练上的口语跟那个指导的术语那些都要去改变，去让小朋友去可以接受。
The team now has the most girls in the tournament.
最喜欢女生棒球选手。
女生哦，没有人呢，我没有看过女的。
There's never been a female professional baseball player, not in the United States, Japan, South Korea, or Taiwan. But the tides could be changing. Young players like Monet Davis and Ella Bruning made their marks in the Little League. And in Major League Baseball, the Miami Marlins are being led by Kim Ng, the first time a woman is making a baseball team's most important decisions. And for little girls in Taiwan, Kiwuya and Puni are trailblazing the path from the sidelines onto the field. Patrick Chen, Alex Chen, and Bing Wong for TaiwanPlus.
To make sure pets are properly protected and taken care of, Taiwan's central government has established its first ever dedicated task force to oversee all aspects of the pet industry. Our partners at Radio Taiwan International have more.
Taiwan is opening the first government unit with the sole focus of improving the welfare of pets and animals. That's because pets are becoming more and more popular in Taiwan. 2 out of 7 households own one. Agriculture Minister Chen Ji-zhong said in a Facebook post that this new unit will create at least 100 positions and have an annual budget of nearly $5 million. It will monitor and manage trends in the pet industry, such as pet insurance, grooming, food, training, and pet sitting. Chen says that Taiwan needs to have a department like this because the country's pet industry is worth nearly $2 billion per year. Over 2 million households own pets in Taiwan. The department will also inspect the ethics of animal performances and educate the public about the potential danger in raising animals that are invasive species in Taiwan. It will list the types of pets that need special approval or are illegal. It's clear that advocating for pets is an increasingly important issue for the millions of pet owners in Taiwan. After all, these furry and feathered friends are more like family members to their owners.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from here in Taiwan and around the world. We leave you with pictures of 2 Da Vinci masterpieces brought to life at Berlin's Light Show. I've been Joey Chow. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.